Good morning, everybody. It's me, Susan Cook, with Rialto Academy and eXp Realty, and I am here today again with Karen. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, Susan!
That's
Happy Monday.
Live Facebook Live for you with Karen, my dear friend Karen, who I couldn't remember her name just a minute ago. Karen Daly.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Ekko Title, and today we have with us Christina Smith with Caliber Home Loans. So, we've been having such a great time bringing this broadcast to you over the last few weeks on a regular basis, and I reached out to Christina and asked her if she would like to join us. So welcome today, Christina.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and dive right on into the talking points from our association this week. And once again, Christine Wendell, our lovely CEO, has brought some very timely and important topics for us to discuss. Topic number one, you're invited an insider's look into the Virginia General Assembly, Wednesday, May the 1st at 9:30 a.m. The DAAR Government Affairs Committee meets with Delegate Dave LaRocque from the 33rd District for a discussion on workings of the General Assembly, upcoming priorities, and ways to address transportation challenges in our region. So bring your questions and go to DAAR on there is a link on the Dulles area, and that's DULLESAREA.com website on events. Golf
AREA area, Dulles area.
Dulles area.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't hear the E, but
Dulles.
Yeah.
You want me to put
this big like truck out in the back and this huge voice.
Okay, here we go. How about that?
All right, there we go.
Perfect. I see it.
Yeah. So yes, on that website with events, there is all of the events that I'm discussing will be right there on that website. Golf for a Cause. Don't miss out on DAAR's golf tournament to benefit Habitat for Humanity and Hero Homes on May the 13th. Pick your team, and we talked about this last week. Don't pick Susan. Don't pick Susan to play.
Don't pick Karen.
Not like you want to lose.
Don't pick me either.
Number 3, join us for Bagels with the Board of Supervisors on May the 31st. Build your knowledge base about Loudoun County's efforts to relieve traffic congestion, create affordable housing, and improve quality of life in our area by attending DAAR's Bagels with the Board of Supervisors, featuring Supervisor Matt, I'm going to butcher this last name, Latorinet. It starts with an O, and from the Dulles District. Latorino. I'm apologies, sir, for my butcher.
No, Latorno.
Latorno, yes. Okay. What Karen says. Yeah. Topic number 4, repack after hours at Dog Money Restaurant and Brewery, Thursday on June the 6th from 4 to 6:30. Support efforts to advocate for a better real estate environment by joining us for DAAR's annual RPAC fundraising networking event. Featured speakers are Brad Bolin, past president, Virginia Realtors, and longtime major RPAC investor. Will highlight RPAC's last accomplishments while you enjoy networking, great food, and local craft beer. There's a $20 investment to RPAC, and it includes 2 drink tickets, heavy hors d'oeuvres, and entrance into the cornhole tournament. Now, I might be able to do that.
That's fun. That is fun.
That is fun. So May 6th at Dog Money Restaurant, which I have enjoyed many an event at Dog Money, and it is a very nice place and a nice venue, and it will be away. It's in Leesburg, so I might just go there.
Is that over on Catoctin?
It is.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly where that is.
Yes. So that's all I have today. And I'll give it over to Miss Karen. Karen, take it away.
So yeah, this might be good with Christina. I'm working on a file right now. If you've got closing cost credits from the seller, one of the things you want to make sure of is you want to make sure that you use it all, right? So there's different ways in having a good loan officer who can say, hey, let's be creative. Christina, what are some areas that you see that a closing cost credit, if we're trying to look for, hey, how can we use this? What are some areas where we can tap into to make sure that that's used?
If you want to do one that we just did recently would be a good home warranty. And you want to make sure that there are certain little things with that and how that transaction plays out. You want to make sure that you don't pay that with a credit card because then we can't apply it.
Right.
So that's actually one of the main ones I've dealt with.
Gotcha.
So things like that, yeah.
So I've also seen collecting an extra year of HOA dues.
Yes.
And one, I think, and I usually am like, when people say, hey, when I get a survey, should I get it staked? And I usually say no. But in this case, because we've exhausted everything, we've exhausted the home warranty, we got a second year of home warranty, we paid for extra HOA dues. In this case, actually doing a survey and getting stakes will actually use up the rest of that, credit. So this is like a rare instance where I say, yes, get a survey and get it staked because for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like my tip, I think, and probably works in conjunction with Christina at Caliber. Good.
Yes.
Good.
You had to make sure that it had something to do with the home,
Mm-hmm.
and that the homeowner, the buyer wasn't going to just get a credit for it, just get money back.
Right. Had to be applied to something, right?
Right. I've had some buyers go, but shouldn't I get a check? And I'm like, yeah, it's not how
I
it
wish
works.
I could give you a check, but
I know, right? That would be great, right? But yeah, no.
I think all of us like to keep our licenses. Don't we like to keep our licenses in that case?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I want to make sure we stay in our lane, follow the rules.
Yeah.
So the tip really is to have a loan officer and a title company to work together to figure out how the rest of those funds can be used. Is that?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
And that's a good tip, especially, well, maybe not so much in this heated times, but I guess since you're bringing it up, Karen, you saw an instance where this happened recently. So that's kind of encouraging that funds were allocated to give back to the buyer.
Right.
For whatever reason. I mean, we give funds back to or we negotiate funds back to the buyer for a myriad of reasons. A lot of them are closing costs, seller subsidy that we do when we negotiate the contract. And some of them are home inspection items where the seller says, well, you know what, how much are you going to charge me for that? In addition to closing credit can be an issue, can be a big issue. Yeah.
So you just, one, have a good realtor like Susan to negotiate that. And then two, have a good loan officer like Christina and, work with the title company to make sure that all of those credits are used so that no money is left on the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, Christina, that leads us to you. What do you have for us today? What would you like to talk about?
I just wanted to touch base a little bit on my generation as a millennial and how a lot of millennials don't understand that they are in a position to be able to purchase a home. For example, we had a client that was renting their home and they had no idea that they would qualify to buy. And so we said, well, why don't you just put it in an application? Let's take a look and see what you could do. And we did that. They ended up qualifying, bless you, Karen, for way more than they ever thought that they could with a lower monthly payment. What a lot of people don't understand is that when you're paying rent every month, you're paying your landlord's mortgage, so you're not putting into equity into your own home. So we helped them be able to purchase the townhouse that they lived in as an investment. And they're going to end up, probably buying somewhere else, but it's a townhouse right in Reston. We helped them understand that they didn't want to move to Manassas. All of their friends were right here, so it made more sense. Their landlord was actually the real estate agent, and she just wanted to get out of it. So it worked out to their benefit very well. But yeah, a lot of people right now, and I know Susan, we talked about this a lot, people that are renting in your current community, they have no idea that they can own their own home. They think it's not attainable because either their credit's bad or they don't have a lot of savings. But we have a lot of programs here where there are very low down payments, especially for first-time home buyers, as low as 3%. There are a lot of programs when it comes to bad credit, and we like to start, the process maybe even 6 months to a year in advance, so I can look at the credit and see what you need to do to set yourself up for success. So my main talking point, I guess, is that people that think that they can't qualify for a home should really give it a shot, because we can definitely help you, for sure.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Awesome. All right. Well, I really appreciate that, and I enjoyed as always talking to you ladies, and doing this little live thing, even with the giggles and the mishaps. And thank you all out there that are watching this and looking at replay. If you would like to get more of this type of information from me, just hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on replay, it'll be over in the right-hand corner of this video. All right. Well, take care, ladies.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for having me.
See you next week.
Yep.